Commander Zeftar of the Galactic Coalition had studied human physiology for 3 standard cycles. Every report, every biological analysis, every prisoner interrogation had yielded the same conclusion. Humans required 8 hours of unconsciousness every 24-hour period. It was their greatest weakness, a predictable vulnerability that made them inferior warriors compared to the sleepless Fourth and Empire or the hibernation-capable Kruleks. The Coalition's invasion of Earth should have been methodical. Strike at night when the humans slept, overwhelm their defenses during their vulnerable hours, and claim another world for the greater galactic community. Zeftar had planned it perfectly. The first wave hit New York at 300 local time. Plasma cannons scorched the sky as Coalition dropships descended like metallic rain. Zeftar monitored the feeds from his command vessel, watching heat signatures throughout the city. As expected, most humans remained motionless in their dwellings, fast asleep and helpless. But something was wrong. Commander, his tactical officer, Lieutenant Orcs, chittered nervously through his mandibles. We're detecting organized resistance. Multiple squads moving with military precision through sectors 7 through 12. Zeftar's 4 eyes narrowed. Impossible. Our intelligence indicates all human military installations in this region should be dormant during their sleep. Cycle. The first Coalition squad to report casualties came from Central Park, then another from Times Square, then another from the financial district. Each report told the same impossible story. Humans, armed and coordinated, moving through the darkness with predatory efficiency. Commander, Corks's voice cracked. Alpha Team reports humans using unconventional tactics. They're saying these humans move like they can see in complete darkness. Through his neural link, Zeftar accessed the helmet cam of Warrior Clexton. The feed showed a human figure, compact, heavily armed, face painted in dark colors, emerging from shadows that should have provided perfect concealment. The human moved with fluid grace, eliminating 3 Coalition warriors before vanishing back into darkness. Enhance thermal imaging, Zeftar commanded. The display shifted, revealing something that made his secondary heart skip. These humans weren't just awake. Their thermal signatures showed elevated metabolic activity, heightened awareness, pupils dilated for maximum light absorption. They moved like apex predators who owned the night. A new voice crackled over Coalition frequencies. Calm, human, speaking in accented standard galactic. Coalition forces, this is Colonel Sarah Mitchell, United States Army Special Forces. You picked the wrong city to wake us up. Zeftar felt his confidence wavering. Response: Ghost Team Alpha, establishing overwatch on enemy. Positions: Delta Force unit engaging targets, in Sector 4. Navy SEALs requesting permission to board enemy vessels. The reports flooded in faster than Zeftar could process. These weren't regular human military units caught off guard. These were specialists, warriors who apparently didn't follow the same biological limitations as their species. Lieutenant Corks pulled up human military databases they'd intercepted. Commander, I'm finding references to something called sleep deprivation training. Human special operations forces are apparently conditioned to function for extended periods without rest. How extended? Zeftar demanded. Some records indicate operational capability for 72 to 96 hours, with minimal performance degradation. Zeftar's tactical display lit up with warning indicators. Coalition casualties were mounting. Worse, human reinforcements were arriving. Not the confused, disoriented civilians they'd expected to face, but additional military units that seemed to materialize from nowhere. Sir, Corks reported, we're detecting organized resistance spreading throughout the planetary network. These special forces appear to have activated something called a global alert system. Human military installations worldwide are responding simultaneously. Through the tactical feeds, Zeftar watched his carefully planned invasion crumble. Human special operations teams moved through urban environments like they'd been born in them. They used improvised weapons, turned civilian infrastructure into deadly traps, and coordinated attacks with a precision that suggested they'd trained for exactly this scenario. One feed showed a human sniper eliminating Coalition air support from impossible angles. Another revealed Special Forces operators using urban zip lines and building facades to launch 3-dimensional attacks that Coalition warriors, adapted for flat terrain combat, couldn't counter. "Commander," came another report, "enemy forces are using stimulants and performance-enhancing compounds. Blood analysis from captured equipment shows traces of substances called caffeine, modafinil, and something labeled Ranger Candy." Zeftar accessed his xenobiology databases. Humans, it seemed, had not only evolved past their need for regular sleep through training, they'd developed chemical methods to extend their operational windows even further. A new transmission cut through Coalition channels. "Coalition Commander, this is General Patricia Hayes, Joint Special Operations Command. Your intelligence was incomplete. While most humans require sleep, we've spent decades creating warriors who don't. We call them the tip of the spear. Tonight you met the blade." On his display, Zeftar watched Coalition retreat signals lighting up across the planet. His invasion force, superior in technology, numbers, and firepower, was being systematically dismantled by humans who simply refused to sleep. "Sir," Corks whispered, "shall we initiate full withdrawal?" Zeftar stared at the tactical display showing human special forces units establishing defensive perimeters around major population centers. These warriors moved with mechanical precision despite having been operational for hours. They showed no signs of fatigue, no decrease in accuracy, no loss of tactical awareness. "Yes," he said quietly. "And update our intelligence files. Humans don't just need sleep, they've created soldiers who've learned to do without it entirely." As Coalition vessels retreated into the darkness of space, Zeftar made a note in his personal log. "Species designation human. Threat assessment severely underestimated. Notes: evolution has produced standard specimens requiring 8 hours rest daily. However, specialized warrior caste demonstrates ability to remain combat effective for extended periods through conditioning and chemical enhancement. Recommend extreme caution in future engagements." Below on Earth's surface, Colonel Mitchell keyed her radio. "All teams, stand down to condition yellow. Good work tonight. Coffee's on me when we get back to base." In the galactic intelligence networks, a new entry appeared. Humans, adaptive, unpredictable, capable of transcending biological limitations through sheer determination and superior training. Approach with extreme caution. The universe had learned something important that night. Never assume a species' limitations apply to their warriors.